So they got something. Managerless Chelsea got something at the Etihad. I wanted a Chelsea result because obvious reasons. Because I'm an Arsenal fan. Because I needed Man City to drop points. So I was slightly in my mind thinking, right, Chelsea, get something, please. City are vulnerable, just like we knew from the whole season, pretty much. And although Chelsea haven't got a manager, they can most certainly get something out of this game. And they have. They got a 1-1 draw, albeit last minute. Albeit as well, Chelsea attack, if they were actually any half decent today, they probably would have got a win. I'm not I'm not even joking with that. And look, I think they'll be pleased with themselves that they got a draw, especially with Callum McFarlane taking over um, as their manager. Because look, when you lose your manager, albeit in the not in the most pleasant way possible, and then you got to go into a game like Manchester City at the Etihad, your confidence can be easily on the floor. And we even saw when Lampard came in 23, when Chelsea they were on their knees, they weren't getting wins, they weren't even scoring goals. But then Chelsea actually matched Man City, and to be fair, if their attacking quality was actually there, which it weren't today by any means of any stretch of the imagination, Chelsea could have won that game. Man City were not good at all in that second half. To be fair, they weren't even scintillating in the first half either. They were just better than Chelsea because Chelsea looked awful in that first half. Didn't really get many chances. Man City hit the post. A couple headers from Foden. You don't really want headers to fall to him, of all people. And Haaland snatched it a few as well. But then Tajani Reinders, what a goal. Went onto his outside, onto his left foot and just hit it. And then you're going into half time thinking, right, Man City got the goal. If Chelsea want any chance of getting something from this game, they need to start the half well. And you know what? They did. Pedro Neto had, you could say two chances. I personally say two chances. The one where he had a lot of time to think about what he wanted to do and didn't do anything. And then there was the one where it was harder to miss than it was to score, and he somehow missed. Pretty much an open goal, if you want to really say that. But yeah, there were way too many players for Chelsea, in my opinion, that didn't turn up at all. Cole Palmer, for most of the part, wasn't on it at all. Joao Pedro rightfully got hooks for the lap, who actually really played really well. Apart from that stupid yellow card when he kicked Kazanov, I think his name. That's how you pronounce it, I think now. I think that's how they said it on commentary. When he just shoved him into that ab balling for no reason. Don't know what he was playing at there. The lap actually played alright. Neto was trash the whole game. Esteval got hooked at half time for Santos, which turned out to be the right decision. I thought Santos played alright, along with Reece James. They also brought Hato on, who he started the game. He started his cameo awfully. And to be fair, the keeper was putting him in trouble quite a lot, but he did. He did eventually grow into the game, and look, City, they looked very, very, very vulnerable. I'm not going to lie. Yes, they did have some chances on the break. There was that one where Badiashile cut out the pass from Foden to Haaland. They did have a couple of breaks. They had about a 5-10 minute spell where they were pressing Chelsea into some mistakes. But apart from that, it was a game of little quality. I'll put it that way. Yeah, but let's be real. It benefits us. It benefits Arsenal. Now it's what, a 6 point gap, I believe it is. I think the gap's 6 points. Let's have a double check at the Premier League table. And that is back-to-back draws to Man City now as well. It is, yes, we're on 48, they are on 42. And Man City's next games are Brighton at the Etihad, and then the day after that we got Liverpool. So Man City can close the gap back to 3 points, and then we have to go beat Liverpool at the Emirates, which I think we will, but I will talk about that in due course. And City have also got the Manchester derby coming up soon as well. So, look, I'm not saying City can lose at Man City. They can lose to Brighton. I'm not saying they can drop. That they are going to drop points there, but they certainly can. And that midfield was getting cut through at times by Chelsea. And to be fair, I thought Chelsea would get pumped. I wanted Chelsea to get something, obviously, and they did get something. However, I just thought, not having a manager, confidence being on the floor, they were probably going to walk out with nothing and get absolutely banged. But look, listen, Chelsea, they're being linked to that Rosinia, that Matisse 2.0. I think he will get appointed. I think within the next week that they're saying he's going to get appointed. But in terms of who they've got coming up, they've got Fulham away on the 7th, and then it's Charlton away, and then the first leg of the semi-final against Arsenal. But yeah, I think Chelsea could take a little bit of confidence into the fact that they were able to catch City when they were vulnerable eventually, although it took a while and it took a lot of huffing and puffing because, yeah, like I said, the quality was not there at all. But yeah, that's it from me. Like, sub and share the content around, and I'll see you lot for the next video in a bit.